Welcome back, family. Brittany Renner was a Muslim for 10 months, married for 52 days, then baptized a Christian 3 months later. But her fastest costume change wasn't her religion. It was her reason for dropping it. A hijabi made her feel invisible, and she couldn't stand not being seen. When a woman doesn't know who she is on her own, she borrows an identity from whoever she's with. Brittany didn't become Muslim because she studied them. She became Muslim because she married Kevin Gates.
I wake up every morning and I'm like, who do I want to be today?
So I'm currently cleaning house, out with the old, in with the new, manifesting a new wardrobe, inshallah.
So Islam has made my life better in every single category. Are you still Muslim? Or was that a phase? No.
Let nothing that we've been through be in vain, and that whoever needs to hear whatever needs to be shared through us, through the wisdom that you've gifted us, please use us.
I actually got baptized in March. But I just, at this point in stage, like where I'm at right now, I don't really follow any religion.
Hey, come on, we gotta pray for the food. Who are we praying to?
We value materialism, we don't value God.
When your beliefs change every time your relationship changes, those were never your beliefs. They were his, borrowed for as long as the relationship lasted. She said it herself. She needed the structure because she was rebuilding her life, not because she believed the structure was true. That's not conversion, family. That's an attachment wearing a religious costume. Now, someone may take issue with this and say people genuinely do find faith through a partner, and that happens. Genuine faith survives the breakup. Hers didn't survive 52 days of marriage. Proverbs 4:23 says to guard your heart because everything you do flows from it. Hear that. A heart that isn't guarded gets handed to whoever shows up next, and whatever they believe becomes what you believe. That's the real definition of a woman with no root. Not confused about religion, but a woman who never had a self to bring into the relationship at all. So what was she actually running from underneath the hijabi? That's what she needs to be asking herself. The hijabi isn't a punishment. It's a covering meant to protect a woman from being looked at and treated as an object in public. She said wearing it made her feel like Casper the Ghost, invisible.
But I want you to listen to the other stuff that she said, because right here it says she reveals why she left Islam after 52-day marriage to Kevin Gates. Says she felt like Casper the Ghost in her hijab. Keep that in mind.
Muslims. No, I don't practice anymore. I had to wear cornrows to fit in a hijab, and I'm no longer interested in shrinking myself. I was Muslim for like 10 months, married for 52 days.
Like nobody could see her. She meant that as a complaint. But think about what she was confessing, family. She needed men to see her body to feel like she existed. Let's sit with that a while. That's not vanity. That is a wound that is so deep. A woman settled in her own worth doesn't need strangers' eyes on her to know she's valuable. She said herself that men either desire you or respect you, and you don't get both. And she picked desire every time. But 1 Peter 3, verses 3-4 says, a woman's beauty shouldn't come from outward things, but from the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit. It's about where you get your worth from in the first place. She traded protection for visibility because visibility felt like proof she mattered. That trade is why she could never settle into one identity for a long period of time. That restlessness didn't stay hidden. It showed up in public in front of her own son. She said it plainly in one clip. She wakes up every morning and decides who she wants to be that day. Boy, that's got to be confusing. People praise that as confidence. It's the opposite. A person settled in who they are doesn't need to decide who they are every single morning. They already know when they wake up. That instability didn't stay contained to religion. It spilled into the driveway with PJ Washington screaming in front of her own son, recording it, posting it.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you.
That's not a woman at peace with herself. Someone might say everybody has messy moments, and that's true. But there's a difference between a bad day and a pattern that repeats every time a relationship ends. Different man, different religion, same chaos. What's the common denominator? Galatians 6 and 7 says, don't be deceived. God is not mocked. A person reaps whatever they sow. You can manage your image. You cannot manage your soul the same way. Eventually, what's really there comes out where everybody can see it plainly. Let this be a lesson to every young woman watching who thinks that using her body to get ahead pays off in the end. Brittany Renner had success. She had opportunities. She used what she looked like to get there. And it still didn't get her where she really wanted to be. That's the message here, family. She's a cautionary tale to any woman willing to compromise herself just to be desired, just to be seen, even at the cost of her own integrity. She has mocked and played with God and with God's people as if faith itself was just another costume to put on and take off. And that raises a hard question about the men in her life too. If Kevin Gates believed this was a real conversion, which we know he probably didn't, that says something about his own discernment. We know men are often drawn in by appearance first. But brothers, please, character and integrity have to matter more than what a woman looks like, especially before you have a child with her or give her your name. PJ Washington is living the consequences of that right now, still fighting to have full access to his own son. Many men are suffering today because they didn't take the time to look past the surface, that pretty face, that body, and vet who they were really building a life with. You wanted someone to be proud of, to have as a trophy on your arm, and now she's the source of your deepest regret, a tarnished vessel. Here's the spiritual lesson underneath all of this. God isn't confused about who you are, even when you're still deciding who to pretend to be. Psalms 139 says, He knit you together before you were even born, and He already knows every day of your life. That means your identity was never something you had to invent. It was something you were meant to discover in Him. You can fool people for a while, and the parts of yourself you're avoiding will surface whether you're ready or not. A woman who doesn't know who she is will keep changing costumes, but the emptiness underneath stays exactly the same until she deals with it. If this spoke to you, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it And please leave a thoughtful comment, family. Here's what I want you to meditate and think about. Have you ever changed who you are to keep someone in your life? What would it look like for you to stop performing and actually rest in who God made you to be? And who in your life needs to hear this message today? Links to the clips related to this topic are in the description. I'm Deborah. This is Family Still Matters. And because family still matters, knowing whose you are is the only way to ever know who you are. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to leave you with this final word from the scriptures. For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. That is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7.